In the twilight of a forgotten era, the enigmatic cursed bridge stood solitary above a dark, murmuring river. Since time immemorial, its stone arches, worn away by the relentless hand of time, had borne witness to inexplicable events and to wandering souls trapped between oblivion and eternity. In every crack, the echo of ancestral voices was hidden, tales passed from mouth to mouth in the small village of Lumbres, where superstition and fear merged into a single collective heartbeat. The locals said that the bridge had been built over an ancient cemetery of warriors and betrayed lovers, whose souls, thirsty for redemption, wandered without rest. According to legend, on nights of a full moon, the fog would rise like a spectral veil, and the atmosphere would be imbued with a sepulchral silence. Beneath that shroud, the bridge would let out almost imperceptible murmurs, as if the structure itself spoke in a forgotten language, summoning those willing to uncover its tragic past. Among the inhabitants, the figure of Helena stood out, a young woman with an intense gaze and a restless spirit. Since childhood, she had listened to the stories told by her grandmother, who narrated in a trembling voice the ancestral pact between the community and a dark entity, the guardian of ineffable secrets. Driven by a mix of curiosity and courage, Helena decided one autumn night to venture onto the cursed bridge, when the moon, shy and waning, barely peered through dense clouds. With a lantern in hand and her heart beating like ancient drums, she began her journey along the worn cobblestones, where each stone seemed to whisper warnings of a sealed fate. As dusk lengthened and the shadows of the bridge appeared to take on a life of their own, Helena's story ventured into uncharted territory, a realm where the fantastic intertwined with the ancestral mystery of the enigmatic cursed bridge. The night, complicit in ancient secrets, once again spread its dark mantle to reveal a hidden portal under the central arch, a threshold connecting the tangible world with a realm where magic was law and fantasy manifested in every wisp of fog. Upon returning to Lumbres, Helena soon discovered that her experience on the bridge had awakened a supernatural sensitivity within her. During stormy nights, when lightning fleetingly illuminated the contours of the village, she glimpsed flashes of a parallel landscape in the water's reflection. One night, following those subtle hints, she ventured again to the cursed site. There, amid the whisper of the wind and the murmur of the river, ethereal figures emerged. Luminous fairies danced upon the surface of the water, and small winged creatures darted among the shadows, as if guarding the secret of the portal. Helena's heart pounded in harmony with an ancient melody, a forgotten song that seemed to echo within the very stone of the bridge. Following that enigmatic music, the young woman reached a clearing in the midst of the cobblestones, where the centuries-old structure opened like a door to another world. Before her, the portal vibrated with a bluish, translucent energy, revealing glimpses of floating hills, rivers of light, and trees whispering legends of long-past eras. Every step toward that threshold felt like entering a gloomy dream, where reality faded before the imposing power of the fantastic. At that moment, the figure of the bridge's guardian, who the previous night had materialized with an expression of sorrow, returned, but now with a transformed aura. His face, once dark and enigmatic, now glowed with the strength of ancient magic. With a deep, resonant voice, he revealed to Helena that the bridge was not merely a relic of a forgotten tragedy, but a living bond between two worlds. He spoke of an ancient lineage of guardians who, through the ages, had protected the balance between light and shadow, between the real and the ethereal. Spurred by that revelation, Helena took into her hands a luminous stone, a talisman hidden among the carvings of the bridge that pulsed with its own rhythm. The gem, bathed in flashes of silver and blue, granted her the ability to see beyond the mortal veil. Under its influence, the landscape transformed. The mist cleared to unveil a vast tableau of wonders and terrors. Fabulous creatures, such as an ethereal dragon with glittering scales, emerged on the horizon, guarding forgotten temples and sanctuaries of ancient gods. The dragon, with wise and compassionate eyes, stood as the protector of a sacred shrine where time seemed to stand still. As the young woman advanced through this parallel realm, she encountered a council of mythical beings, spirits of nature, shadowy centaurs, and nymphs emerging from enchanted lakes. Each carried fragments of legends and vestiges of a past in which magic ruled the fate of men. Among them, an enigmatic enchantress, clad in robes adorned with moon and stars, revealed that an ancient sorcerer, banished from the domains of light, planned to harness the bridge's power to plunge both worlds into perpetual chaos. Aware that her destiny was inextricably linked to the defense of that delicate balance, Helena embarked on a mystical crusade. The enchantress taught her the secrets of a long-forgotten incantation, an ancient formula that invoked the elements and the life force of the earth. Armed with that wisdom, the young woman confronted the dark sorcerer in a battle where time and space seemed to distort. Bursts of energy converged with shadows that pulsed to the rhythm of fear, and the bridge became the stage for an epic duel, where every stone and every echo bore witness to the clash between redemption and damnation. The confrontation reached its climax when, in an explosion of iridescent light, the talisman's power was unleashed, engulfing the sorcerer in a vortex of ancient energy. The elements stirred in response, and even the sky tore open in a whirl of colors and flashes. With a cry that seemed to be the voice of all the bridge's guardians, the sorcerer was dragged down into the depths of darkness, sealing his fate and restoring balance to both worlds. When calm returned, the portal began closing slowly, leaving Helena with the certainty that the cursed bridge had once again fulfilled its purpose, being the nexus between the possible and the impossible, between the human and the divine. The gem, now dim but imbued with an indelible memory, rested in her hands, reminding her of the fragility and strength of the human soul. Back in Lumbras, the story of her feat spread like a whisper amidst the mist, becoming a legend and a beacon of hope for those who still believed in the magic hidden in the world's corners. With the dawn, the enigmatic bridge resumed its ancient appearance, yet its essence had changed forever. Those who passed by noticed a subtle luminosity outlining its contours, a vestige of the mystical battle fought during the night. Helena, now the guardian of the secret, devoted herself to preserving the memory of that encounter, teaching future generations that true magic lies in the ability to transform fear into strength and mystery into an opportunity to discover the ineffable. And so, amidst the haze of days and the light of nights, the cursed bridge remained a bridge between worlds, an eternal invitation to delve into the fantastic and to believe that, beyond the visible reality, secrets await discovery by those brave enough to dream.